Hey, what's up, y'all? And welcome back to Juice. Did I get too close to the mic when I said that? Because I think I brushed it with my beard a little bit. But yeah, Juice. For the people who new to the channel, Juice is a series I made about 2 years ago. Where I drink juice. I'll take a new brand of juice, not new brand, but a different brand of juice, and I'll pop open the fresh bottle, pour it in a cup a little bit, ice, dry. It's a preference, you feel me? It depends on the time of day, depends on the circumstances. And then I'll drink and talk for a little bit. Somebody thought at one point I'll chase it with some, oh yeah, and we drinking cran mango today, ocean spray. I usually drink cranberry juice because that's the best juice in the damn universe. It's what it is. But I usually take a juice, grape juice, apple juice, cranberry juice. I don't even think I tried apple juice yet. But this fresh out the freezer, I had to thaw it a little bit because last night I put it in the freezer and I forgot it was there. Usually I put it in there for 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I'll take it out. But it went overnight, and you could still see like you can't even see it moving. It's pretty much froze still. You know what I'm saying? But it's still leaking a little bit. Damn it, it leaked all over me. That's what she said. Oh man, now I gotta put these clothes in the washer. I can't even get a taste because it ain't. Let's go ahead and pop it. Oh yeah, it's like breaking somebody's neck. Usually I'm making a mess, but usually I mess around and put it in a plastic cup. But today I'm doing the good old the glass. So let's go ahead and pour this a little bit. I gotta pour it like this because oh my god, I made a mess. Let's go ahead and pour it. Let's see if I can get it in there for y'all. Oh yeah, that's good enough. That's enough. This ain't no ASMR. I'll never do that. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's it for the pour. We did the pour. I made a big ass mess. That's the most mess I ever made pouring some juice. So that's it. Never tasted it. Don't know what. I don't even think I knew that existed. If you're gonna be mixing juices, I think cran apple or cran grape. Probably cran apple. The best juice you could have two juices in. Cran apple and apple juice, man, it's the best shit. I'm putting y'all on. If you like juice out there, I don't know if it'll work with fruit, but if you like juice, cran apple or cran grape. So let's go ahead and taste this, see what it tastes like. To be honest though, it don't smell like cranberry juice at all. And it don't smell like mango. So that's weird. Two different juices, but you don't smell either one. It's real fruity. Like this could be a good chaser for some alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what, dark, like probably light. Yeah. Ooh. Yo, that made me feel kind of juicy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Man, that's so good, dog. What the hell? This is so good. It tastes like Skittles. I'm not lying. Oh man, you gotta try it. That's all I can tell you. You gotta try it. Man, I honestly don't know how to describe this. You know what make juice taste better though? Off topic. Well, on topic, but off topic. What make juice taste better is chilling it. You know what I'm saying? Putting it on ice, not just on ice, but having a cold juice. Putting it in the freezer, not just the fridge. You know what I'm saying? And putting it in there long enough to where it chill, to where you see ice. You know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of slushy. Made it even better, freezing it overnight and then thawing it out. But that, I think, to me, that make it taste much better, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because warm juice, you get all that. But I think cold juice, especially frozen, all them flavors lock in. I'm about to put some science on y'all. When something is loose like water, where it's at its base form, it's free flowing. So all the molecules and shit like that, they just all over the place. But when something frozen, it's solid, it's together. So when it's cold like this, yeah, it's free flowing, but it's not warm. So some of the molecules, all the sweetness and stuff like that, all the fruity taste and shit, it ain't really got nowhere to go. And then putting in the ice too is freezing it. Yeah, you still got a liquid, but it's not warm. You get what I'm saying, right, man? What you talking about? Oh god, and then that aftertaste, it's real sharp, but real sweet. You know what I'm saying? It like once you drink it, it go from a real it's sweet going down. This don't sound right, but it's sweet going down, and then once you here we go. Once you swallow the juice, once you swallow the juice, then the after flavor is more of a sharp fruity taste. It's sweet, but it's more on the sour end. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like sour apple or sour Skittles. Man, and you know what make it taste much better? Knowing it's in a glass. I don't know how the hell that makes sense, but it tastes so much better. I guess because it ain't really no flavor. You know, plastic got a flavor to it. Well, it's like eating food with a a a a spoon, a metal spoon. That metal kind of it changed the flavor of food. That's why some people use gold spoons and shit because it don't change it for some crazy reason. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not a science person. I don't, it is. I wasn't the best at science in school, but gold don't change the flavor of food. You feel me? But regular spoons and shit, they do. Something about the metal. But this glass, you get everything. You get all the flavors, and it's just this. I think this might be set us. And I know y'all. I'm just shaking around the glass and shit. It's actually pretty damn. It's actually pretty damn nice. That's a nice sound. But anyway, that's not what we here to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We done tasted the juice. Well, I tasted the juice. I done made a mess on myself. I got juice all over my clothes. I gotta wash them. I mean, let's talk about something random. Oh yeah, lunch. Wow, that was cold. Shit. You know, sometimes my teeth get real sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I rarely eat. I ain't got cavities or nothing like that. I ain't, my teeth pretty good, but if something cold hit it, it get real sensitive. You know how teeth feel when they get real cold. Yeah, it's like grinding and some sharp feels. I hate it. It sucks. And that's why I rarely eat candy, because I had some Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms, I used to eat it, a lot. But these days, I rarely eat cereal. It's certain things I cut out my diet. But I decided to have some Lucky Charms the other day. And I couldn't even finish it. You know what I'm saying? I had a full bowl. I was eating on it for about 2 minutes. And then I threw the rest away. I know some people will be like, man, it's such a waste of, you could have gave me that cereal. But it's like, it just, the marshmallows kept messing with my teeth. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's just one of them things. Your body kind of program itself to, when you go without eating certain things, your body kind of get used to not having it over time. It's kind of like cold, quitting something cold turkey. That progress of your body flushing out the want for it. You might have symptoms from it, cold sweats, your teeth might get sensitive, your eyes might hurt. It's random shit. I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but over time, when I stop eating certain things, it's kind of like pork. I don't eat pork. I don't. I stopped eating pork. 2018. Back in 2018, I stopped eating pork. So about over 5 years, I stopped eating pork, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I stopped eating pork. I stopped drinking dairy milk. Not having pork for that long did something to me. It changed my body and my DNA. I'm not just changed my DNA. It turned me into a damn X-Man. But yeah, it put me in a position to where I don't even like the smell of pork. Like whenever I smell, the only exception I make as far as smells that smell good to me with pork is my dad ribs. When he barbecue his chicken, oh God, it made me want to go crazy, man. I told him that, and he was like, nah, you just saying that because you hungry. And I'm like, it might be true, but it wasn't true. His chicken legit just is so good. He know how to make chicken on the grill. Set aside that, the ribs he made, I don't eat them. And I got a little story about that, but his ribs smell real good. You know what I'm saying? It's combined with the way he cook it, but at the same time, the barbecue sauce he used. You feel me? And that's rare, because these days I hate the smell of pork. I hate the way bacon smell. I hate, the way pork chops smell. I just hate pork. You feel me? And that's just because I went so long without having it. One of his, he dropped off some food one day, and it was in a bowl, one of them plastic bowls with the seal thing on top, and I had the chicken. Obviously, I had the chicken because that's all I ate. But I decided, and that was just one of them times, I decided to try one of his ribs. And he, when I tasted it, I ate it. I didn't eat the whole thing, but I ate it, and it just made me sick. You know what I'm saying? Not like throwing up and like headaches and shit. It ain't make me sick. It just, it made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And my body was just like, dawg, don't do that. Don't give me that. Cause I'm at a point where I can't eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where my body, I would literally have to force myself to eat it to get back used to eating pork. Cause it's a health thing for me. I like not eating pork. Oh God, this shit's so good. And I'm just sipping it. You see me take a little sip. Cause that's all you need. This all you need. That's all the juice you need. Usually when I take a plastic cup, I feel it so much, over half. This all you need. It's so good. It's amazing, man. And you know what's crazy? That's what I was talking about, lunch. I got eggs and rice over there. I made an omelet with some cheese on it, and I made some jasmine rice. I put the omelet on top, mixed it up. That's my lunch for the day. I can eat shit like that. And that's the kind of stuff that satisfy my hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm somebody that take pride in knowing. I'm not gonna say I'm a healthy eater, because that's bullshit. One thing I thought about a few weeks is that it's not about eating healthy foods. Eating salads and grilled fish and being a vegetarian and a vegan and shit. Yeah, granted, I'm sure some of that stuff that'll help you big time. If you was to transition, but you missing out on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like protein and stuff. You feel me? That you get from eating meat and all that. You feel me? And I respect people who, cause one day I want to transition to being a vegetarian. I'm damn near there. I'm eating eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Eggs and rice. I rarely eat meat. I mean, I like turkey a lot. I love turkey. It's so good. If I had a preference, turkey, chicken, fish and seafood and shit. I love seafood, but fishing and like shrimp. I stopped eating shrimp years ago because of the whole digestive tract shit. You know how you see the poop in them, and I hate that shit. It was like a lining. I don't know where it came from. I forgot. I think it was a pack, and I was cooking the shrimp, and all of a sudden I saw the shrimp in there, or maybe I was at a restaurant. I forgot. It was one of them. Either I was cooking it or I was at a restaurant, and I saw the digestive tract in it. Stop eating shrimp. You feel me? And I'm not gonna bullshit in that like I ain't eat shrimp since, but I can only count on one hand how many times I ate shrimp since. I cut it off. But yeah, one day I want to go into being a vegetarian, like dedicated vegetarian. I mean, it's not hard for me to cut certain shit off, but certain things I just like eating. I like chicken wings. I like tacos. You feel me? I went to one Mexican restaurant, like a legit Mexican restaurant, and that shit was so good. Oh my God. I loved it so much. I love Mexican food. I love chicken wings. I love Chinese food. Beef fried rice, chicken wings, beef on a stick. I love, lobster and shit like that. I love seafood. You feel me? I love, like, when I went to, it was on my birthday when I turned, I think, 25. I went to Joe's Crab Shack. God, bro. You talk about I was just, oh man, I was licking my fingers, bro. It was so messy. I was having a good time with that food, and that was around the time I was eating pork. You feel me? Because I was eating the sausage and shit like that. Ugh, that ain't sound right. But yeah, I was eating because they seafood, like they had the bag that was sealed up, and they usually had crab in it. I think sometimes lobster, eggs, sausage, corn. Yeah, shit, potatoes and shit like that. The traditional seafood buffet. Yeah, I pretty much ate everything. I was eating off other people's plate. I ate the whole. I went in the back and I was just like, hey yo, let me start eating some of this food, y'all. They ain't even cooked it all the way yet. It was almost done, and I was like, man, as soon as just give it to me. Just give it to me. But yeah, it was so good, man. I love food. I do. I really love food, but I don't eat as much as I used to. I'm real picky. I'm picky about a lot of things. I'm picky about food, the food I eat. I'm picky about, my women. My diet changed so much over the years. Like I said, I eat dairy. I mean, I don't really dab into dairy like that. I mean, I eat cheese, you know, I sour cream and shit like that when I eat tacos. I cut dairy milk out. I'm trying to cut out, you know, beef, like red meats and shit, cause that's just something I don't really care for. You feel me? Cause I'm real health conscious. Like real talk. I take pride in knowing I take care of myself. You know, I ain't no health guru. I ain't somebody that's just diehard health. Oh, and back to my thought about, my mind all over the place, but back to my thought about food. And, you know, it ain't about being healthy. It's not, because I don't consider myself a healthy eater. Yeah, I eat junk food sometimes, like chips. I love them shits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even have a bag of chips once a month. So when I have them, I love them. And it's not about how much you have something. It's just about when you have it, you love it, you enjoy it. Cause I'm not a junk food eater like that. Like you won't catch me eating candy. You know what I'm saying? You won't catch me eating chips on the regular like that. It's not something I do. But it's not about what you eat. I mean, it is, but it's not about that per se. It's about the amount of certain things you eat. You know, I think anybody and everybody should have a balanced diet of everything. Well, not everything, you know, certain things you could live without, but that's a preference. Like me, pork, don't want it. Certain things you could live without and be all right with. But I think limiting yourself to the point where you pick being a vegetarian or a vegan and just strictly doing that, I think it's a big risk. You feel me? I think we should have exceptions as, you know, people. I think we should make an exception for certain things. I mean, like I said, I'm one day going into being a vegetarian, so you can call me a hypocrite, whatever, but I just, you know, like chicken wings, I might have to make an exception. I might call myself a vegetarian, but I will still probably eat chicken wings. But I just think you need to have a balance. Like sometimes you eat, you know, meat, sometimes you eat vegetables, sometimes you might have some junk food. You know, just find a little balance in that. Like maybe once a month you might have junk food. Maybe every 2 months you might eat meat. But for the most part, you're a vegetarian. You know, that's just what I think. And it's easier said than done, but at the same time, it's actually real simple to do. You feel me? To go once, 1 to 2 months, maybe even 3 months without eating something specific, and then you get back into eating it. Like juice. I love juice, but I don't have it all the time. But when I do have it, I love it because it's real fucking good. It's real good shit. I mean, I mainly drink water. You feel me? I drink water every day. Like this bad boy right here, 16 fluid ounces. Right? I'm saying that right? 16 fluid ounces. 40 ounces. So it's 2 bottles of water, which is, yeah, I ain't good at math. But yeah, that's what it is. I could put 2 whole bottles of water in there and I still have room for a little bit. But for the most part, 2 bottles of water fill that thing up. And I drink that once a day. With sometimes I might finish it and then fill it up again and drink half the second one. But for the most part, I drink on that once a day. And you know, some people be like, well, you gotta have like 8 cups of water, you know, maybe you're not drinking enough. Step 2 bottles of water, that's not really enough. But it's like, dude, it worked for me. It's different for everybody is what I'm trying to say. What worked for me might not work for you. That's why I'm not necessarily giving advice. I'm just stating my opinion on things. I wouldn't tell somebody to drink 2 bottles of water a day and just leave it at that. You feel me? I wouldn't tell somebody to just eat eggs and rice and leave it at that. I wouldn't tell somebody to go 1 to 2 months, 3 months eating junk food once. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. It's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling y'all what I do. And over time, it just came to be that. You know what I decided to start doing, like this past Friday, today's Sunday. This past Friday, June 25th. This past Friday, I started fasting. You know what I'm saying? And not on no religious shit. It was just I got curious to see what it felt like. I ain't go the whole 24 hours. I started midnight, like right on the dot, midnight that Friday night. I went 18 hours. I went all the way up to 6 o'clock or a little bit before 6 o'clock, probably about 10 minutes before 6 o'clock. And then I ate. I thought about going the whole 24 hours, but I'm not ready for that. Not that I was like starving or nothing. I actually felt good. These days, the way my body work, I'm so used to, you know, going a certain amount of time without eating. You know, not starving myself, but just going a certain amount of time without eating. Like I can legit just kind of, you know, chill most of the day, drink some water, not eat, and then eat that night, and I'll be straight. You feel me? It's only on certain days where I really be hungry, you know, but I gotta have the munchies. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it wasn't nothing for me to go 18 hours. I just ain't want to sit there and go all the way up to midnight that night and then eat at midnight, because I hate eating late. I mean, I do eat late. I'm not gonna bullshit. I eat late, and I ain't want to sit there and make that a habit. But this time, I think this coming Friday, I'm a fast for 24 hours and then eat that night. I just wanna make that a thing, you know, once a week. Do it on Fridays and see what it's like. I mean, I feel pretty damn good. You feel me? I feel pretty good. I do. Let's get on this juice though. Dude, this shit, it's like an orgasm in my mouth, bro. I know what it sounds like, but trust me, you gotta try it. Cran mango ocean spray juice brand, because I don't even think nobody else make that shit. I ain't never heard of somebody. Ocean Spray got the best juice, period, but I don't think I ever seen somebody else make a cran apple or cran anything, you know, juice. Any other brands. I know it's other cranberry brands. I done tried them on the channel, but like straight up, that amazing. But I think that's it. I've been talking for a long ass time. You feel me? And I've been pretty laid back. I'm over here just leaning back in the chair, chilling. But let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what your opinions is. What kind of diet you rocking in your life? You like eggs and rice? You like seafood? Let me know. And I highly recommend you try this. Try it in a glass with some ice on the rocks. You feel me? Put some rocks in it. Like, go outside, get some rocks, put some, you know, rinse them off. Gotta clean them. You don't want dirty rocks. You know, have a little extra mineral in your juice. But yeah, rinse them off, put them in your cup, put some juice in there. Yeah. But that's it. Let me know what y'all thought about this. If you want to see some more juice, let me know. If you want to see the juice playlist, I'll drop a link in the description. Let me know what y'all thought about this. And thanks for watching.